Next up in today's independent music. Good morning, everyone. In case it's not morning where you're at, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'm your host, Anthony Longhair Leclair, and I'm joined by my fabulous co-host, the marvelous Marla the Mouse McHardy.
What's up, everybody?
The sky.
Well, I mean, in this case, the ceiling, really, but in your lamp, I guess.
Is the sky falling?
No, but
then the sky is also up.
It is also up, but the thing that's immediately up from us would be the ceiling.
Would be the air.
I guess if we're gonna get real technical, then
yep.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Single Sweep. Today, we've got something special for you.
Yeah, we do.
What is it?
You tell me. I don't know which one we're doing first.
We're only doing one review today.
Okay.
I'm just fucking with you. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start by promoting One in the Chamber. Yeah. So it's almost like all you have to do is bitch long enough and you get what you want. No, I'm just kidding, guys. So One in the Chamber is my favorite Canadian metal band right now. At least my favorite Toronto metal band, if not my favorite Canadian metal band. Mm-hmm. Awesome guys, awesome music. Check them out. We've been harassing them for a while about getting some shirts to wear on the podcast. She has one.
I do. I'm not wearing it currently, but I do own one, and it's great. Sorry, I didn't know that we were doing that today. You should have told me. What a warm.
You saw me wearing it.
Yeah, well.
We also got some swag from them. So, I don't know if you can see on top of John Lennon here, there's a sticker and a pin as well.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, guys. Also, just before we started the podcast, we were listening to our good buddy Mark Odette. Mm-hmm. He was live streaming a song of his online.
Yeah.
So you should look up Mark Odette online if you're into some good old Canadiana and some folk. Mm-hmm. He's folkin' awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, folk, yeah, bud.
He's folkin' awesome, bud. Fuck, we sound like a bunch of hosers. Anyway.
Yep.
Cheers. So, today, we are going to be reviewing Burwell.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. And that is the vehicle through which a friend of mine, Whitney, does her music. It's an interesting sound. So I've been following her stuff for a bit now because she's been posting clips of things that she's recorded over time on Instagram. So she's got a bunch of little clips, and it's all really cool stuff. And especially because it's all just her and an acoustic, so that's really cool. It's just stripped down, which is always what I talk about.
Yeah,
and something I love very much. So I was very happy for that. This song is not that, but you don't even know what I'm talking about yet because you haven't heard the fucking song. So let's just jump right into that. And then we'll talk about Burwell, and we'll talk about, the whole mystery surrounding the artist. So we're going to dig into Can't Stop by Burwell, not by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Nope. We don't want to copyright claim or strike or anything.
That's all you get. That's all I was going to sing anyways.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, me
Fine.
too.
Right.
Fine.
Okay. Can't Stop.
Addicted.
Hey. All right, here we go.
Meet me in my dreams. It's better than reality. It puts your heart in my reach. Just the thought of you is all I need. It's time to get my head out of the clouds. I'll never say it if I don't say it right now. I can't stop thinking about it. Tell me how you feel about it. Are you thinking about me too? Tell me that you're missing something. Close your eyes for just a moment. You could dream about me too. talking in my sleep. The only time that I speak honestly. I got so much to say, but so much can happen when you're not awake. It's time to get my head out of the cloud. I'll never say it if I don't say it right now. I can't stop thinking about it. Tell me how you feel about it. Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? Tell me that you're missing something. Close your eyes for just a moment. You could dream about me. You could dream about me. All the nights that we stayed up, we came alive, and I never knew that I'd give up the best of me. Are you right where I left you before we said goodbye? I remember it so perfectly. I remember it so perfectly. I can't stop thinking about it. Tell me how you feel about it. Are you thinking about me? Are you thinking about me? Tell me that you're missing something. Close your eyes for just a moment. You could dream about me. You could dream about me. All the nights that we stayed up, we came alive, and I never knew that I'd give up the best of me. Are you right where I left you before we said goodbye? You could dream about me. I remember it so perfectly. I remember it so perfectly. I remember it so perfectly. All the nights that we stayed up, we came alive, and I never knew that. I remember it so perfectly. I can't stop thinking about it. Tell me how you feel about it. Are you thinking about me?
Oh, it's not even gonna autoplay. Oh, fuck,
Good.
I didn't even need to get up. That was Can't Stop by Burwell.
I really like that song for like a number of different reasons, but
Tell me
like,
the reasons.
So I find it interesting how you said that like you wanted to hear an acoustic version of it, and yet like I can see in the description of the name of the song it says acoustic.
Yeah.
And to me that was very acoustic. Like you can see how it, like in my mind, definitely has the roots of being a pop song. Like if you added a bit more synth in there and like an actual drum kit, like it would definitely be more so in that pop song range. But I liked that it was kind of like in my mind it was a bit stripped down in the fact that it's like, so they had like acoustic instruments there and there was no actual drum kit. It was like a drum box, like a cajon, and I love that. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love that cajon sound. There was only like one part in the song where there was like a bit of a breakdown, and I was kind of hoping there would be like a little break in the drums there, but that's like really my only complaint, and that's just me being picky. But yeah, I like it, and also just like the overall like vibe of the song. It's like very uplifting. It's very like a happy sort of poppy feel good song.
That's you being picky. Fuck, I haven't even got my trousers off yet. So there's a so yes, it is a very stripped down song considering it's a pop song, right? This is a very so sorry. Don't think I'm being a dick being like, "Oh, this is such a pop song." Like we've covered way poppier shit than this.
Oh yeah.
Not to say this is shit. I mean, way poppier stuff. But I always think it could go further. So is it the only thing that really does it for me that makes it feel like a slightly more polished pop song is the harmonies, while beautiful, are like a little too ethereal in a way that it's like it sounds like she's just playing in a cafe, right? I buy that she was just doing this song in a cafe, that picking, because she leaves some of the buzz in the guitar, which I love. I think that's great.
There's like a nice bit of mute to that. I like that. Yeah,
and I'm glad that you picked out the hand drum as well because that's
I love it.
Awesome shit, and I also love it.
And they're just fun to play too. I
yes,
love
they are.
playing the cajon.
Yep. So So yes, to all that stuff. That's all great. I buy all that being in there, and then as soon as it hits the harmonies, I'm like, oh right, we're not just like chilling in. I mean, we're not chilling in a cafe anyway because we're isolating and all that stuff, and be safe and smart and smart. Like not just like SMRT smart. Yeah, like, and I should also say that she hails from the land of eating Tide Pods and injecting cleaner and, you know, having koi pond cleaner down your gullet and all that kind of shit. I'm saying she comes from the States, okay?
Yeah, so, I got that.
She comes from the land of small hands and whatnot, but that has nothing to do with this at all, ultimately, except for what this song has to do with. But before we get to any sort of meaning of this song, were you about to yawn?
No.
Are you bored?
No.
I'm just fucking with you. I know I talk a lot. It's okay. You can admit it. I do. But yeah, so with the harmonies though, it was kind of like, oh, well, this is like a slightly... It didn't sound like that was in a cafe. You know what I mean? Like... Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is a cool coffee shop song. And then the bit like... That bit, I was like, fuck yeah, we're listening to Boys to Men now, except like the female version or like a very keyed up version of Boys to Men, which is awesome. But
so I see what you mean in the fact that like it definitely is a bit of a polished up acoustic version. Like there's definitely like it's not without its like effects added to it. But I don't know. In my mind, I don't see that as a bad thing. Like I kind of like that. I think it adds to the pop feel of the song. I said it was beautiful. Mm-hmm. I said I liked the song. Yeah. I said it was a pop song. Mm. I also said I like all my pop songs really stripped down. Mm. This is mostly stripped down. So I like it. I like the song. Mm-hmm. I also like the lyrics. And it's got a good hook that stays in your fucking head. Oh, it does. For a long time. Yeah, that song's gonna be stuck in my head all week, and I'm gonna have to listen to it again and again and again and again. It's been stuck in my head all fucking week. Yeah. It's not a bad thing, Whitney. Don't worry. It's just I have other music to listen to. Yeah. But this is so. Anyways, it is a great song. And so I mean, your only gripe was the drum thing, which I agree with, by the way, because there was a moment, and it's going to be played right here. Now, right now. I can't stop thinking about it. Tell me how you feel about it. Are you thinking about me? Tell me that you're missing something. Close your eyes for just a moment. You could dream about me. You could dream about me. So when that comes down to it's repeating the chorus again, right? And the guitar is pulled. Yeah. But the drums keep going for a whole span of the chorus. Yeah, and that's the exact spot I was talking about, yeah. Oh, I knew as soon as you said that, I was like, I know what you mean. And so I know I am, and I'm pretty sure you are, supreme fans of the music pull, because done right, it is like, hell yeah. I don't know that she'd have been able to get away with doing it for that entirety of the chorus, though, for that whole repeat of the chorus before the guitar came back in. But cutting the drum out of there at a certain point would have been super cool, because then it's just her. Yeah. And especially if you like don't bother with the harmonies there either, right? And it's just her. Yeah. And like with the picking or whatever, but then the strum comes in with that, and then the drums come in again, and the harmonies come in again, and you're like, fuck yeah. Yeah. And then it's extra feel good, because you're deprived of something for a moment, like, and you're like, oh no, wait, but I want to get back there, and then boom, it's like, oh, thank fuck. Yeah. I'm definitely a sucker for a good music pull. For sure. Yeah. And it's interesting so I listened to the song once yesterday, and I think one of my first comments about the song, because like, you know how you and I like to add what influences we think the song has and like what it reminds us of and stuff. Another one I thought of today that I didn't think of yesterday when I listened to it was John Mayer. Like, there's a bit of a John Mayer flavor in there. Yeah, because the harmonies are in the same key he does his harmonies in. Yeah. Think about me. Except he does it, except he'd be doing like, and I'm talking about fucking you. It's so fucking true. Are you fucking with me? That's how it would be, right? Like, he would do those harmonies in that same key. Yeah.
he would just falsetto it, and then underneath it he'd be like, I'm gonna fuck all of you tonight, you know? Like,
but yeah, like it really it reminds me almost of like Continuum era John Mayer.
I don't know what that means.
No idea what that means, but it's his album Continuum.
I guess I'll have to listen to some John Mayer.
Yeah. But yeah, and the other two things that I thought of too, like I think it definitely just like in my mind it sticks with like the acoustic guitar, like acoustic guitar heavy pop kind of music where like I hear a little bit of Ed Sheeran in there maybe, and like I hear a little bit of like earlier like Fearless era Taylor Swift in there. Like
yeah, see I hear the in my mind, if I went to like my musical orgy mind that I do always, this would actually just be like a couple. It would just be like a romantic evening out with Avril Lavigne and Taylor Swift, and like Avril Lavigne would be taking her out for like a bit, and like Taylor Swift would end up footing the bill because like Avril Lavigne just isn't there anymore, even if she started beforehand, and like, you know what I mean? And then they have like this romantic night together and it's all really sweet. But then in the end, Taylor Swift has to fuck off back on like a private jet because too bad. And Avril Lavigne's left there in Napanee being like, that could have been amazing. Like,
I don't know if I hear as much of the Avril Lavigne necessarily, but
I hear it in the guitar.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know.
And this is like, I wouldn't even be able to give you an era because I don't know. Like the only era Avril Lavigne I know is like Skater Boy era, which is the beginning of Avril Lavigne. But like she's done some acoustic stuff since then. I wouldn't be able to place this into an era or whatever else. But there's a vibe of that acoustic stuff that I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. It's like, it's pulled back pop. And I was just, yeah, anyway.
Yeah, so. Like if I had to pick like two artists in this musical orgy scenario, it would be like John Mayer and Taylor Swift.
They probably fucked before anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain that they fucked at one point.
Oh.
Like, they were actually dating.
Oh, see, I was just making that shit up.
Yeah.
Cool. Good on you, John.
Yeah.
You don't just get all the fans, you get all the fucking other people that people fan over. Awesome. But yeah, so there's that. So always fun to hear our differing opinions on musical orgies.
Yep.
But like I said, this was a romantic evening that ended up with, unfortunately, some sort of unrequited love. Yeah. Which brings me to, what do you think the song's about?
See, like, it's interesting because I
know, that's why I asked.
Yeah. I feel like I would have to listen to the song again. Because I was kind of just, like, also, like, the first couple times that, like, this last time and then the time before that, I was kind of just, like, lost in the vibe of the music and, like, really enjoying it. So I'd have to, like, sit down and really pay attention to the lyrics again. Because, yeah.
That is so incredibly a you answer that I don't even... Yep.
Yeah.
Fair, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it is. Sometimes, and it happens with a lot of songs. I gotta listen to it over again because I get lost in the vibe of the music. I'm like, oh, this is wonderful. And then I sit down and actually listen to the lyrics.
It happens with a lot of everything, Marla.
Yeah, well, I mean, it comes with having ADD, so...
I guess.
Yeah. Mm. This is me, ladies and gents.
I thought you had ADOB.
Attention deficit. Ooh, butterfly.
Yeah. I love that.
It's like my favorite ADHD joke ever.
That's the joke that gets me through the day.
Yep.
So, so I guess I will tell you what I thought it was about.
Speaking of things that get me through the day. No, just kidding.
What, me talking?
No, I took a long drink.
Oh. I was like, surely that's got to frustrate you sometimes. Having a windbag next to you the whole time. But, exactly. Just, sorry. Not to the audience, the mic. So sorry.
I'm so sorry.
So anyway, I think, or sorry, I don't now. I thought that this song had to do with one of two things. I thought it could be about, like a former lover, because there's like the line, "Are you thinking about me?" Right, and saying, I can't stop thinking about you. You know, are you thinking about me too? All that kind of stuff, right? So there's clearly a lot of effort on Burwell's part, or the character that she wrote here or whatever, focused on this one thing that she can't stop thinking about, hence the title. And so I thought at first, I was like, oh, well, this could be like a former lover and shit went south, like not like to the States, or like maybe to Florida, because like, but spring break, shut up. So so things went south in the relationship or whatever, and she's left their thing, or she, you know, like maybe she left, but she's still thinking and wonders, is he wondering what could have happened, and maybe they can make something happen or whatever. And then I listened to it again, and I read the words again, and I was like, maybe this is about herself. Like she's singing the song to a part of herself from before.
Oh, okay.
Something like that, right? Like, I can't stop thinking about this moment when in my life, right? Like, I always wonder, was I always thinking about that at that time? And now I'm here reflecting and being like, fuck, you know, or she let go of a part of herself and wonders if that was a thing she should have held on to, or whatever, you know, that kind of like introspective shit. And so I just did an interview, by the way, with Burwell, and which will be posted, well, not technically tomorrow from this episode, but tomorrow from it being from us recording right now, tomorrow, which is the 1st of May. But this will be released after that. So hopefully you've already seen it, but if you haven't, go to leclairstudios.com and go to the Swept Up section and read up on and read up the piece I did on Burwell and the interview that we had together. Some really interesting stuff. She's surrounded in some interesting mystery, but she spent some time in 2014. I'm doing this without any fucking info in front of me because too bad. I just like going, right? As I'm sure you've noticed. So, but yeah, so anyway, she, I think in 2014 went to Nashville.
Okay.
And was working on music there and had one hell of an experience. And this is sort of a song to that place that she loves so much that she wants to get back to, from my understanding of the interview anyway. I mean, like we did it over email, so it's all by message, right? So I don't get the nuance of what she's specifically saying directly to me, but given that, what I understand is it's about this place that she longs to be in, or longs to feel the same way she felt when she was there, kind of idea.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I thought it was super interesting because it does take the guise of a love song.
Yeah, that is really interesting.
And it is a love song.
Yeah.
It's just a love song to a place rather than to a person.
Yeah.
And of course, given that it's a place, it is unrequited love, because the place isn't going to turn around and say, I fucking love you too.
Exactly.
It's just a place, right?
Yeah.
Like, there are people in that place who might love or might hate or whatever and all that kind of stuff. So it makes it a way more complicated song intellectually. You're just like, so that... I mean, someone could just pass it off as being like, oh, well, she's just fucking cracked singing a song about a place. But how many people have done that?
So many.
Sinatra, Tony Bennett, Billy Joel, you know, Simon and Garfunkel.
Joel Plaskett.
So, Elvis, like, it goes... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Regardless, everyone sings about places, right? And, like, why they want to go back, or why they never want to go back, or things that happened there, or a feeling that they get that they wish they still had. So this is, I mean, this is kind of like a classic trope in a way. And, yeah, I think it's super interesting. I also just think that Burwell is super interesting as a person. In her EPK, there is some info about having changed her name and getting rid of Burwell from that. And I don't know the history of it, and I'm not going to pry. I in the interview said, like, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever. So sorry guys, this isn't fucking Inside Edition. I'm not like digging in and being an asshole journalist about it. I'm just conveying what I was told and what I think and feel about it. So, but she had dropped Burwell from her name at one point or another in her life, trying to overcome some piece of her past, it seems. And then she discovered that just changing the name doesn't change who she actually is, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that
and
does.
I guess, like, especially, like, depending on what it is that she was going through, it makes sense that she wouldn't think of it that right away anyway, right? You need to go through the shit to then discover,
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, so now she's taken on specifically that name to promote her music.
That's really cool.
So not only did she, I mean, whether or not she fully overcame the past, whatever this thing was in her past, even if she didn't overcome it, she's now using it to either push her way through it or to now move on into the future, embracing the fact that whatever it was happened
just
and so on.
turning it into
So,
a positive as opposed to having that negative connotation associated with that name.
yeah. So that's
That's
Yeah,
cool. I like that. I really like that.
that's Can't Stop by Burwell.
Yeah.
She will be releasing some more music soon, which I'm excited for.
Me too.
By soon, I don't mean like imminently, like we're not getting tracks tomorrow to review, but as they come out, you can be damn sure we're going to review them anyway.
Oh yeah, I really look forward to that for sure.
And while I have to admit this probably isn't going to make it to a driving playlist for me, just because of how chill it is, I'm certain this will make like an acoustic playlist where John Mayer and
I think this might make it to my driving playlist. I feel like this is a good driving tune.
it will.
For me at least.
Yeah, well, you see, that's the thing. Like, I mean, and I was actually going to say anyway, I was like, I'm sure it'll make it onto yours because your driving list is so expansive. It is unreal. Whereas mine is like One in the Chamber, Alice Cooper, Striker,
Final Fantasy music,
the Rolling Stones. It's a lot of not necessarily, I guess, feel good music, but it's more, I don't know, it's heavier, faster. It keeps me awake.
Yeah, I just listen to everything when I drive.
I'll have moments, but like predominantly the music I listen to when I'm driving is heavy.
Yeah.
However, when I'm just sitting chilling at home like I have been for the whole past week, I will just be listening to this song. Literally, I've just been listening to this song, except for this morning when I was reviewing 2 songs by a Toronto rock band called Mental Friction. Check them out. There's a piece on Leclair Studios already right now, as of like however many days it takes for me to release this from this day. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, everyone, that is the single sweep for today, and we'll be back to sweep something else out from underneath the proverbial rug at some point, sometime. And you can enjoy that. Everyone stay safe. Stay the fuck inside unless you need to go out for shopping and all that stuff. Don't go to protests thinking that your liberty is being taken away from you because someone's trying to save you from getting sick and dying or killing your grandparents with disease. That's at least that's my little tip to, live a decent, meaningful life. Cheers.
Cheers. And we will see you guys later.
Swept Media. Get swept up in today's independent music.
This is so far. Can't even speak. This episode brought to you by Jameson Ginger and Lime. Jameson. Hashtag not a sponsor. Hashtag sponsor us. Hashtag fuck you pay me. Nope. I thought the Irish were more musical than that. Gotta be fucking kidding me. Right at the end of the episode, your phone goes?